Hello, my name is Dharmini Robertson and welcome to my new space here at Trailhead. I'm the founder and owner of Coldwater Haven Ayurvedic Health and Yoga Therapy. I've been practicing yoga therapy in the area for about 3 years and am also working as an Ayurvedic practitioner to help people with health issues on the full spectrum, not just to do movements, but also to work with herbal remedies and other supports to help people find their way back to health after experiencing injury, chronic illness, or other major setbacks that felt like they took you out of your life. For me, that process of going through recovery and into revitalization and then reintegration into the community is such a beautiful process, and that's why I offer what I do. So it means so much to me to be able to be here with you today in this form, even though I couldn't be with you in person. If I were with you in person, of course, I would be asking lots of questions and trying to get some feedback because I really like working kind of in that personal style with people. I feel like there's so much that happens in that live venue, but I wanted to be sure to offer something in the way of yoga therapy for you, even if I couldn't be there in person. So today, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how yoga therapy is something that makes yoga available to people. You see, the myth that a lot of people have about yoga is that we need to already have flexibility, we need to be able to do certain things in order to be able to do yoga. But actually, yoga is much more broad than just the idea of going into a large class with able-bodied people and twisting ourselves in a pretzel. Yoga actually was created in ancient India in order to support people so that they could become comfortable enough in the body that they could begin to meditate. And for me, when I started yoga, I was not comfortable. I had been injured in an accident. I was working in a school with troubled youth as a teacher, and an angry student closed a door on my foot, crushing it, severing the nerves in the foot and dislodging bones from their natural places. And the process of coming back into living in this body the way it was after that was a really long process. I wasn't able to walk in the beginning. I used yoga to support myself in finding ways to walk, in finding ways to feel unafraid to go to the grocery store again. And so what I wanted to offer today for you who've come out to be with all of these wonderful people that I know are here with you, is I wanted to offer you a chance to be able to actually experience yoga that's not those bigger movements that are intended to take people from kind of normal health into a position of extreme well-being. That's a different part of the spectrum of what yoga provides. So I'm going to offer you some things that I would offer in a course to people who have arthritis, particularly arthritis in the hands, and maybe even into the wrists, some difficulty with moving the arms. So this is an okay process for people who are dealing with pain in the hands and the fingers, the wrists. But as always, listen to yourself a little bit more than you listen to me. I always want you to stay in your own knowing. If it doesn't feel right for your body, don't do it. I am, of course, not there right now to guide you if something should go wrong. So if you know you're dealing with something particular in the hands, I would love to hear from you so that we could do this in person. Among many other things. So let's get to just that core of the practice for the hands, to support the hands. So this is also great for people who may use their hands a lot during the day and experience soreness, muscle pain or tension, or who have nerve damaged nerve issues in the hands to help with the nerves, not just the joints. So it's really a holistic support that you really don't need to be able to walk to do. So here we go. We're going to start with the hands up, and you can have them facing yourself if you'd like, or facing each other. And we're just going to begin to move the hands very gently. And right now I want you to notice if the shoulders are trying to hold the arms up, and let those shoulders kind of release down. Let the elbows be gentle as well. And begin to notice the breathing as you begin to slow down the movements in the hands. Nice. So we're really staying in the motion itself instead of trying to get somewhere. There's nowhere to go. We're not trying to get to open or get to closed with the hands. We're really trying to feel that space where we're moving in between. Good. And just notice the breath, allowing the breath and the shoulders to release. Good. And do what they naturally do. Check the jaw is loose. Nice. So now that we've warmed up the hands a little bit, we're going to get a little bit more technical. So notice if the hips feel comfortable. If you need to adjust your seat, you can. And then we'll move into finger circles. So we're going to start with the pinkies and trying to isolate that movement so just the pinkies are moving. Nice deep breath here. Notice if the concentration is asking you to hold the breath, and see if you can just let the breath go free. And then we're going to go back the other direction. You might find it more challenging, and just allow whatever happens to be what happens. Nice deep breath. And then we'll come to the ring fingers. So isolating ring fingers as much as you're able. Try to keep the hands from getting super stiff. We're going to let them be loose as we move. Nice deep breath, check shoulders. And back the other direction. If you find this one difficult, usually this finger is the more difficult one, so just allow that to be and just go with what happens. Whatever happens can be the mantra, the thing we say in the mind to help us feel ease. Nice breath, and moving to the middle fingers, supporting those joints to release synovial fluid right at the base of the fingers. While we do this, is done most effectively by slow, gentle movements. So back the other way. If you've noticed you started going more quickly, let yourself try to just breathe and slow down. Nice. And coming to the pointer fingers. Calm, steady breath. So you can see, even just with the breath and finger movements, we're already practicing just allowing concentration to be concentration. And the breath to continue to flow instead of holding tension. If you haven't already switched, we're going the other way. Nice deep breath. And coming to thumbs. Nice. They have more opportunity for movement, different movement. So feel free to explore going the other way as well. Nice. So if you know that you have a tendency toward arthritis or pain, again, always be gentle, stay with the breath. And doing these daily can be a huge support. My doctor said motion is the lotion, right? Nice deep breath, back to that whole movement. So those finger circles, the finger support, should be helping the hands to feel a little bit more warm now. If they're not feeling warm, know that you could continue to do those a little bit longer or just more frequently. Nice. So I'll show you one more motion. We're going to take the hands like prayer position. I'm going to step back a little bit. And let the shoulders relax. They don't have to hold you. Spine can be loose. Nice. Feel free to adjust in your chair if you need to. Take a nice breath. We're going to begin to pull the bottoms of the hands away from each other and curl the fingers. And begin to come onto the backs of the hands. Nice and slow, bringing wrists toward each other. This may be too far for you. For some people, this is about as far as they can go. So just find what feels comfortable. We're not trying to push deeply into it. All right, just find where you begin to feel the tension. Nice breath here, check shoulders. And then begin to slowly bring knuckles up. Yeah, the base knuckles and then the next knuckles. And then through the hands to the palms. Nice job. And if this is too far for you, it's okay for them to be spread. Again, just finding that edge of where you feel the beginning of the pressure. Nice deep breath here. Check shoulders again. And you'll know you can go back through that a couple of times. If we were doing this in a therapeutic session, we would do three times, 3 to 5. Good. So we're at about time, but I hope that you've learned a little bit more about how yoga actually can be something that's available, not just to people who are able-bodied, but can really meet you regardless of what's going on with your own body and give you the opportunity to check in, to begin to feel ease and breath, even in places where there's a little pain or tension. So thank you so much. I've missed being with you today, but I look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.